All right, got my new sissy bar here and the saddlebag mounts, but the sissy bar is in the way of these throw-over saddlebags. That's not going to work. Hey everyone, it's the Eclectic Handyman here today on my '04 Suzuki Marauder. And what's going on is I installed this brand new sissy bar, which I've had on my old motorcycle, but in this particular one, after I put it on, and I have a typical saddlebag mount right here, this throw-over saddlebags will no longer work because based on where the mount is, they actually won't go in front. It would need to go right across this right here. So this setup is not going to work anymore. And I'm going to do today is unzip this and install them on each side independently with some fasteners. I'm going to show you how to do this. Now, the thing about this project is this is not specific to this motorcycle. Basically, the scenario is the same thing. You've got a bike that you've got some saddlebag mounts, probably for some soft-sided throw-over saddlebags, because hard-sided are already independently mounted, but they were throw-over. You installed a new seat or a sissy bar or something like that, and they no longer work. That's who this is going to be applicable to. So let's go ahead and get these separated, and I'm going to show you how we're going to install it on here independently. All right, to remove my saddlebags, all I need to do is unzip it right here. Maybe yours has some other type of attachment. We just need to get them separated. There was one other approach I could have taken, and that was to leave this all together, take the sissy bar off the bracket. I could have cut very precisely some slots in here, slid the saddlebag over on each side, and then been done as well. But cutting through this very thick leather in the exact right spot, that's just not the approach I'm going to do. You'll see with the fasteners. So once I get these separated, piece of cake, and I'm going to show you ultimately how we can get this installed on each side. Let's go ahead and take a look at those fasteners. All right, after devising a plan, here's what I ended up coming up with. I got all of this off of Amazon, starting with these insulated hose clamps. So these right here have rubber insulation, so when they go around the saddlebag mounts, it will not scratch or mar the chrome. So these are perfect. Now my saddlebag mounts are roughly 1/2 inch in diameter, so these 13 millimeters hose clamps will do just the job. And this set came with 5 of them. I got an assortment set. You can also get this at like Harbor Freight and such, but these will come in handy later. All right, next up, what I have are these stainless steel thumb screws. I ended up getting M8 by 25, and you can get whatever length that you want. If you need 20, you can get 30, 35. They came in all different lengths. This was what was going to work for my application. Now, the reason that I went with these stainless steel versions is because they do make ones that are plastic on top, and they're about 1/4 the cost. But the deal with it is that you're talking about going at speeds on the motorcycle. I didn't want that plastic head to pop off, so I wanted a one-piece mechanism. You're not going to see these. These are going to be on the back of the saddlebag on the inside and mounted, but I did want something that was sturdy. In fact, all of this was about 30 bucks, I believe. And of course, these I've got plenty of extra because I'm only going to use 4 of them. So I've got 2 for each side. So we've got these thumb screws, again, M8 by 25, and then we've got these thumb nuts. So the idea is that we're going to drill a hole in the saddlebag and use one of these mounts around. This will go through, and then we'll be able to screw it on the other side. So what will happen is we'll go through like this, and then that will go right through the saddlebag, and then we'll secure it on the other side with these thumb nuts, if I can get it threaded properly. And I'll probably also put a blue drop of Loctite just so that these don't back out, but it'll compress down. So this will be protecting the chrome. This will go through the saddlebag, and we'll have essentially a solid mount to it. Now, one of the things I just noticed by getting the M8, and the reason I went with M8 versus M6 or M4 is I wanted something heavy duty. I don't want those bags moving around. But in this case, a little bit of a custom step. I'm probably gonna have to drill that hole just a tad bit bigger with a metal drill bit. No big deal. I've got lots of real estate to make that happen. Just a millimeter I think I'll need to do. Had I gone with the M6, that probably would have worked. But anyway, that's a simple step. All right, so I will get that drilled out just a little bit bigger so that will fit that. I also want to show you some existing mounts on the bottom because you might be thinking, is 2 enough? Let's take a look at that. All right, so this brand of saddlebags is made by Highway Hawk. It doesn't really matter, again, what your brand is, but these mounts, these universal mounts, they're not just specific for Highway Hawk. So what we're starting with, and if I had not had these, we would be installing these. These require 2 holes. They mount from the inside, but you can see here that it's like a hook. And what happens is they hook directly on and that starts. But of course, the bag is going to flop off. And you know what? The string is not enough to keep that secured. That's where our next mount will go on this side and this side. We'll use those 2 mounts and we'll drill a hole in the saddlebag after we hold that mount in place. And that's going to keep this secure. But what you will start with is something like this at the bottom. Now you could use more of the thumb screws if you wanted, but I think that these are quite convenient. These are hard molded plastic, and again, they just mount right on, and you could use them on any kind of saddlebag. I will put below the link in the part number to these. So what I'm recommending again is starting with 2 of these and then 2 of the other style mounts, but I guess you could just as well use 2 of the other style mounts at the bottom. It's whatever that you want to do. All right, got that clamp in the vise. Seems like a 5/16 inch drill bit does the trick here.
Hey, Mama.
Test it out. Bingo. Again, not a necessary step if I had gone smaller with like M6 or something like that, but this takes all of a couple seconds. No big deal. All right, this next step is really the main one and the one you only get one shot at because ultimately we're going to have to drill a hole in the saddlebag for these mounts. So what we want to do is get these mounts on here, and it doesn't really matter if they go, you know, pointing this way or inside, however it's needed for your application. And once you get them into a spot, what we can do is use something like a bright Sharpie. Now you could use black if that's all you have, because probably the black will still show up on the back of your saddlebag, but you only get one shot at this. So you want these pretty much in place where you want, and we're going to come behind it and put a little dot on the back of the saddlebag in the location where we'll drill the 2 holes. Now the other part of this is, assuming you're using the mounts like I talked about, maybe those Highway Hawk mounts or however you want to get it lined up however you want, because there's a little bit of lateral movement here. So this is pretty much, you know, going to make it, you know, like a rigid mount. It's going to be set in its place. So make sure you make that mark in the right spot. So once you get it lined up, we'll just come behind with the Sharpie and we'll make 2 dots. And one for the right-hand side and then the left-hand side over here. And once that's done, we're going to drill a hole in it. All right, so I've got my mark right here. And you know the old expression, measure twice, cut once, or check twice, drill once? I checked 45 times and I'm going to drill once, because really, I mean, I could patch it if it wasn't in the right spot, but I got to get this right. Now, one other technique you can use is I went ahead and just relied on the first mark, making sure these was seated 100% of the way. And what that'll do is, just in case there's any flex in the bag or anything like that, we'll get this one mounted and then we'll triple check on the other side in case it's shifted or the leather or anything like that, rather than having to drill both at once. Also, I'm going to go ahead and size down the drill bit a couple of sizes for the nut to go through, because I don't think it needs as much clearance as it did in the metal. So I just want that smallest amount. I don't ride a ton in the rain, and so I don't anticipate that being a big problem. I did find these washers, these rubber washers that I'm going to put in here like that, so when they pop through to help with that, might want to pick up a couple of those as well for a few cents. It's pretty much under this area, so it's not going to get a lot of rain, but I don't want that hole any larger than it has to be. So again, I've sized down the drill bit to fit this exactly, maybe even have to squeeze it or screw it through a little bit. All right, let's get that hole drilled. All right, one thing I did notice is be careful. The bit wanted to dance around there a little bit, so make sure you apply pressure, but we do have it in that spot. Now let's see how it pops through. Perfect. Nice and snug. That's exactly the way I wanted it. All right, I'll put that rubber washer on and let's go ahead and mount this at the bike. All right, so we're back at the bike. I've got my insulated clamp pointing inward. That's how I had this one mounted. We're gonna pop the screw through, and this knurled thumb screw, I had it the opposite way earlier, but the way that we're going to be putting it on is like this through the clamp. So the ridges to tighten down, and then this will press in on the clamp on the narrow side, which is good because that's the clearance we have. So we'll push this through from the inside. There we go. Holding that clamp together. All right, and to see what we've got going on down there, that's where we've pushed it through, and it's through our clamp. And notice that I'm using the flat part of the clamp up against the saddlebag itself. Then we'll just tighten it down. Now again, if you want to put a little drop of blue Loctite, I highly doubt these are going to back all the way out, but it's up to you. These are really tight. And so already with one, it's super secure. It's working exactly as it hoped. All right, so we got the first one back there completely installed. And now we can do the second one on the other side. And for your application, you can use as many of these as you want. Whether you use these ones at the bottom, if you needed a couple of them, it's wash, rinse, and repeat. You just follow the same procedure for each one that you want to install. So let's go ahead and finish getting this one drilled out, mounted, and then we'll just be about done. All right, before final mounting, I do want to address one topic here, which is what do we do with this flap right here? Now, depending on your bike, if it's not going to harm anything, I say just leave it on there. In this case, the back of mine is already, pretty soft. It's not going to mar anything. It can't touch anything. It can't hurt the fenders. So I'm going to keep it on there. And also in the chance that for whatever reason, someday I may want to put these back together as a throw over set. And I don't think aesthetically it looks bad, so I'm going to keep it on. If I had wanted to, I really could have. There's two rivets in here, one here and one here. I could have popped that off, cut the stitching, taken off this flap, and then kind of had like a cleaner look if needed. But that's something beyond today. It's really just talking about the custom mount as opposed to what you end up doing with that flap. I still find it convenient. And remember, with those thumb screws, if you're out and about, you can just unscrew them yourself and then take them off the bike. So there's still convenience. So you'll have to decide whether this flap is going to work on your bike. In the case of my bike, it's going to remain on there. Got that nice and snug, tightened down. There we go. Now we can see both mounts in there, clamped down, and secure. All right, so we finished up our project, secure mounting our soft-sided saddlebags, including having a sissy bar in place, and we didn't have to use the throw-over part. We were able to secure those down. These things aren't going anywhere. I still do have the rope over here if needed. I'm probably gonna take that off because honestly, again, these aren't going anywhere, but you can take those thumb screws off the back, carry it and take it with you and then put it back on, especially when you're cleaning the bike. If you have a way that you've done this or any improvements or comments, make sure to leave those below. Give it a thumbs up if it helped. If you like content like this, make sure to subscribe and check out the other videos on the channel. And until next time, this is the Eclectic Handyman. We'll see you later.